This is a presentation on earned value analysis. We're going to start with this with a simple example. We have a plan to build 12 rural health centers in 12 months at a cost of $100,000 each. And here's my question. What is the status of the project on the 5th month? So I have these 12 health centers that I need to build in a year at a cost of $100,000. So I have my budget, my time, and my scope. I first take my information and I develop my S-curve or my plan value, which is the representation of all the costs that I will do in the life of the project at each month and representing how much money I'm planning to spend at that level. And then I ask my question is what is happening on month 5 when the project is almost halfway through. And on the 5th month, I know that I should have a plan value of $350,000, meaning that at that time, on the 5th month, my project should have spent $350,000 and should have earned $350,000. And I'll explain to you the concept of earn a little bit later. On the 5th month, here's my actual. At the end of the 5th month, I have 3 rural centers with a total cost of $420,000. So I was able to complete 3 health centers and I spent $420,000. I look at my chart and I see that I start plotting those values of my actual cost and I see that there is a difference. My actual cost is $420,000 and it's a little bit higher than what I should have at month 5. I also look at the other value, and this is the earned value I talked before. On the 5th month, I have a value of $300,000, and they come by completing 3 health centers in those 3 previous months. Notice that on month 1 and month 2, I didn't have any health center completed. So month 3, 4, and 5, that's when I started delivering and completing those health centers. And I also see that there is a difference between what I planned and where I am on the 5th month. So I look at that and I'm gonna use some of these earned value analysis tools, formulas to help me make sense of those numbers. The first one is called schedule variance or SV. And it's a calculation of the earned value minus the planned value. So I'm going to look at the difference that I have between my earned value, which is this point in the graph, and my planned value, which is the other point, and see the difference in that. So it's 300,000 minus 350, and it's a value of minus 50,000. And I know that I have a problem right there. The other calculation I make is the cost variance or CV, which is earned value minus my actual cost or AC. And it's going to look at the difference between this point and that point. So I take my 300,000 of my earned value minus the 420,000, which is my actual cost, and I have a negative value of $120,000. The actual costs are the numbers that come from my accounting system that represents everything, every cost that was made on behalf of the project. Let's have an understanding of earned value. Earned value is an objective measurement of how much work has been accomplished on a project. It is not how much time has passed and not how much was spent. It is the quantified value the project is delivering. So it's not time, it's not the money, it's how much physical evidence or deliverables or tangibles that I have on the project. Let's look at our example. There are 2 more tools that help me understand what is happening with my project. One is the Schedule Performance Index SPI, which is a calculation of the earned value divided by my planned value my example, I take those numbers, 300 divided by 350,000, and I get a value of 0.85. Anything less than 1 is a problem. It means that my project is running behind, that I am spending more time to deliver what I originally planned. So it looks at delays. The other element is my cost performance index, or CPI, which is earned value divided by actual cost. I look at my example and I plug in the numbers, and I also get a value of 0.71. Again, in this example, it's less than 1. It means that the project is earning 0.71 for $1 spent. It looks at the money value. It says that it is costing more to the project to deliver one of those health centers, that I'm spending more money for every health center that I have. When the project manager looks at this graph and sees those differences, it immediately needs to start looking at what is going to happen. Because if you continue going through that path and you make a projection and you see your cost and you see your earned value, something's going to happen, that you're going to run out of money on month 9 and you won't be able to deliver all the other health centers that you plan. So before that happens, this analysis helps you understand there is a problem early in the project, so you can start looking at certain solutions or actions. Here are some probable causes for those variations. That some purchases are not reflected in the EV analysis inventory. The project could have bought a lot of building materials, they are in storage, and they are not part of the calculation of the EV analysis. Then the project manager can look also at the work in progress. The EV analysis could be reporting value at 100%, meaning that it's only a value when the house is or the health center is complete. It's not a value when it's half of it complete. But the two most important elements to look for this variation are cost estimates. Sometimes they do not reflect the actual expenses. One of the causes of that is that the time between the project was originally budgeted and the time it's implemented could have been a very long period of time, and there could have been fluctuations in the cost of materials in that area where the project is working. An additional variation is that time estimates could have been too optimistic. Building 12 health centers in 1 year could have been too optimistic, and there could have been some challenges or problems in the site that created those delays that are adding costs to the project. The idea of earned value analysis is basically to give you that early warning signs that the project manager can use to start making and taking actions to modify, review, revisit the project, replan, and come back with solutions before it is too late. Thank you for your attention to this presentation.